And welcome back to another Cleopatra Deity game. In the last episode here, we actually conquered Paris and Brazil. Or Brazil in the episode before. And now that I'm looking at Brazil, it looks like we got some barbarian issues with infantry. Not the amenity caused issues, because thanks to Buenos Aires and some conquests, we actually have the ability now where all of our bonus resources count as luxuries. We are losing some people to like a barbarian horseman rush from this camp down here, but frankly, we don't really care. And if they go up north to Gandhi, that is awesome because they're not going to be able to take that city no matter what. Now, moving on, we are going back and forth between a science and a domination victory, more or less, whichever one happens first. We're going to just say okay and run with it. Decided to go to war mostly so that way we wouldn't be playing the turnover game because we're still quite far away from any kind of real chance at a science or culture victory because of our early build and our isolated start. Now, looking at the map around here, something I'd like to point out about the Deity AI that's not quite as intimidating as games past is that they're not really good at expanding. I mean, you look at Arabia here, and I mean, they've got this like totally open continent all the way through it, and yet they didn't really, they built out Cairo, they built out everything like that. I mean, it's not even remotely close. Now, Rome is saying, we're a few steps from being invaders, so you know what? They were right to worry. Let's just go ahead and declare war against them now because they are the next target.
Insolenti ad mortem te ducet. Annulla ui Roma vinci potest.
This is our grand war of revenge because, as you recall, in the Second Bapu War, it was the Romans and the Indians who invaded us, so clearly it's their fault. Now, I mean, we've got one battleship fleet on their coast, plus all this in France, and if they consider that to be close to their borders, well, screw them. Now, as I was saying, the AI just is not very good at expanding out. Plus 20 weapon protection towards units of the Naval Raider promotion class. Huh. Plus 5 combat strength, plus 1 movement to atomic and within 2 times. Alright, well, you know what? Great, we'll recruit him. Hopefully he doesn't end up in our inland sea. It's our first great admiral of the game. Cause for celebration, I suppose. Now, Rome has a frigate fleet, but it is woefully not prepared for the bombardment that it's coming its way from our fleet of battleships, because they, the phrase just simply outclassed comes to mind. Now let's find out. Alrighty. Finding where this next city is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm not going to move in this turn. I'm going to wait till next turn because we do want to just simply make sure where it is. And it is right up there. Okay, excellent. Now, interesting because I thought it would be down here, but I guess the settler has the purpose of adding some extra vision with the battleship, so I'm going to keep it, that settler I'm going to keep with that battleship. We might need it to set up a forward base somewhere. Down in the south, they do have the Oracle. Rome only has 3 cities total, so this is going to be quick. I mean, we might be able to just conquer Ostia. If this is on the coast, we'll conquer that as well, and we're going to just march straight to Rome. Now, Rock Cadet, we are going to send this trader off, not to Amsterdam, because sooner or later we will be at war with America, but we'll send it to, let's transfer it to a different city, maybe to, maybe we send it to Edfu. Maybe Edfu has a little bit more flexibility in trade routes. Now, what do we want to do with that frigate? I don't think that's precisely what we wanted to do, but whatever. Now, we are going to begin to move our battle fleets towards Spain. Spain will require a ridiculously small amount of troops to actually conquer. Let's escort that settler with the ironclad. Why not? We're just kind of trying to get vision out, because we will sail towards Barcelona to take Barcelona. Madrid, unfortunately, is not on the coast, so we're going to have to do the thing where we conquer Barcelona, probably, and then just buy a unit to conquer Madrid real quick. Now, Rockdet has the issue where there's a French ironclad actually kind of hanging out here in that little harbor district. Now, unfortunately, Swinet, and it's the city. The city bombard. Yeah, that icon needs to be bigger. It needs to be fixed. Something needs to go on with it because it is notoriously difficult to actually click on and then click on the next unit. And it needs some kind of notification, I believe, that we can actually hit, on the side there to pop up. Although I find myself ignoring the pop-ups anyway, so maybe I'm wrong. We need another trader. Nope, we will max out on traders. That is kind of amazing, considering we've got 7 trader slots that are currently in limbo. So what we are going to do is we're going to check our great people. We are easily going to get this great engineer, so we don't even need to focus on that. But the great merchant, we are going to want to put some extra production into because, quite frankly, not that anyone has a chance of getting this thing, but getting 2 genes is awesome. That is actually quite a good amenity bonus, and I don't want to wait along the amount of time that it will take otherwise. In Swinet, we will go ahead and build a seaport. We will build our arena in Iwanu. If anybody knows how to pronounce that city name properly, please let me know in the comments, because that would be excellent. I don't know where this trade road is, but it's going to Toronto. Looks like it was in Edfu. Now, who do we kill? Let's take the battering ram. And let's bombard the war chariot. Go to Toronto. And we have Chester Nimitz as our great admiral. So we will send him around exploring maybe and see what's going on, because frankly I'm a little bit too lazy to use him. Except for maybe when he gets near the other thing. We're going to get urbanization in 1 turn. That's going to be awesome. We're going to be able to start building we're going to be able to start building neighborhoods. And, I guess we could put a policy into seaports, but I don't see a whole lot of purpose. And we'll change our, we do have a policy right now for, 2 envoys count as, the first envoy counts as 2. We'll change that out because that doesn't serve a whole lot of a purpose. And I'm just trying to figure out what, a Roman battleship. Yeah, well, our first casualty of this war against 3 people. We're at war with Gandhi. How are we at war with Gandhi? Did I miss something? Oh, he's still in an alliance with Trajan. So we are in the onset of the 3rd Bapu War.
Your Excellency, I feel it is.
And this will be very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and change our policies. Don't need that first envoy. We'll switch it over to Raj, just because I can't think of anything else, to be perfectly quite honest with you. Merchant Federation, we could get quite a bit of gold, but we have a lot of gold per turn. We are not hurting for gold, so let's go ahead and confirm that. Now, Ironclad Fleet, where are you? Now, before we look at what's going on with Gandhi, should have probably coordinated that just a little bit better, but what can I say? It is what it is. Now, what can we bombard? We can bombard a spearman. And a catapult. These poor French troops just don't have a chance. And yes, I know there's an upgrade available on the privateer. I don't want to give up the attack. And Ostia will sooner or later fall. We are managing to stay outside of the city bombard range. And maybe if we go right here, no, here, maybe, yes. And I think that's outside of the city's range, because 1, 2, so that should be perfectly fine. I mean, there should be no reason why that should get any kind of damage whatsoever to it. Let's go ahead and heal up that ironclad fleet. as we sail, and this actually has quite an awesome upgrade. Let's go ahead and promote this ship, and then on the next turn we'll promote that ship. Civics wise, we don't need Scorched Earth, and we don't need Opera and Ballet. I would like to get mobilization, so we're going to go with mobilization. That would be a nice one. Then we'll go for like communism or democracy or something like that. I tend to like communism as one of my go-to policies, just for the production bonus. Let's build the shipyard, and then I think to deal with Gandhi, what we're actually going to do is, to be perfectly well honest with you, I think we're just going to build up a new battleship navy outside here, send it over, destroy them very quickly. For now, the defenses over here are going to hold very well. Mendez, size. I need a musketman to send over there. Or a warrior. Muskets. Memphis. I have a job for you, Memphis. Build me a musketman to send over there. Now, Sice cannot build anything on the Navy coast because we've never built a harbor there. But what do we need to do for our scientists? Yes, we want to continue to tech this out. So, build me not a musket. You know what? Get a musketman, then we'll go to campus research grants. But in Mendez, give us some campus research grants. And in Edfu, go ahead and give us another musketman. We'll do the musketman thing over here. Here, we need to repair the zoo, but, you know, the battlements over here. And you know what? These guys they're starting to annoy me now, so we'll just attack them. Rock debt, transfer this guy over to... Let's see what the trade routes like are out of that city, because we just want to make sure that we're taking advantage of what we can here. Now, city-states. So, Kabul is safe. Geneva is safe. So, you know what? Stockholm and Amsterdam are controlled by America. We will go to war with them sooner or later. So I'm going to go ahead and send those to Kabul. In Agra, I just don't want to hear from you in a long time. So, build us a sewer. Why not? This great admiral will just be our de facto explorer right now, Mr. Chester Nimitz. Now, unfortunately, this trade route actually has to go overseas over the Barb, so I'm going to send it to Patna for now. And our submarine will park outside of Gandhi. Now, I didn't quite mean to start another war with Gandhi so quickly, but, you know, this will work. I'm okay with this. We were going to do it anyway. The alliance with, you know, Trajan and Gandhi in the Second Bapu War, declared war against us, and, you know, now they are going to suffer for it, and we'll just go back and do it again. It's kind of funny. This looks like the ironclad looks like it's floating, but the fact that you know it's their, this is all their fault. This is all they're doing. Had they not started this war back in the second version, they would be okay right now. You know, it looks like this is an Indian submarine just kind of hanging out near the pyramids. Barbarian horse archers left. Alright, let us begin the bombardment. Or continue the bombardment. Now, how do we address this? Alright, so those defenses are pretty much down. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and attack with the ironclad, because then I'm going to attack the battleship. Now, Arretium and Rome cannot be attacked from this angle, so what we're going to do is we're very simply going to destroy their only means of fighting back. And then I am going to go to bombard them. Let's break the link with the settler. Let's put the settler... Ah! Why is the settler not doing anything? Alright, well, we're going to move up with the privateer then. Because we need to get vision on this city. And if the privateer dies, well, I don't care. We're going to promote... up to level 2 that battleship. And this battleship, we're going to move in, and we're going to begin the bombardment of Arretium. Now, let us heal outside of friendly territory. +7... heal outside of friendly territory. The AI... I don't think I've ever been bombarded by the navy of the AI. So, in Ostia, ideally, we could get someone that's mobile. But because we're kind of lacking that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a musketman. And then what I'm going to do with that musketman, I'm going to embark the musketman and send him out and have him come back near the other city when the walls are down, which should be sometime-ish next turn. Now, Rock Cadet. Plus 25% combat experience. You know what? I don't need you right now to do that. But what I do need out of you is a battleship. So we're going to make a battleship. Excuse me. This trader is going to go to Jakarta. Good old reliable. And this battleship's going to stay put for a turn. Our production out of Thebes. We can build an aerodrome to start building bombers, but I don't think we need bombers. Well, it's going to be a while before we get bombers tech-wise, but give me a battleship. And as a matter of fact, give me a battleship fleet. I'm curious to see, if I build a battleship fleet, is it going to give me 2 fleets with the Venetian arsenal, or is it going to go to Toronto, or is it going to give me a fleet and a single unit? Because I'm very, very curious at that. Now, Edfu, give me a battleship. This musketman, I want you to stay put, because I want to make an army. There's actually an achievement to have 2 armadas and 1 army, and I haven't gotten it because I've never actually had to form naval armadas before. I've always kind of destroyed the AI way before then, or just not used Navy in that kind of game. Or I was skeptical of the strength of, corps and armies, and then, fleets and armadas. But they are very, very strong, very much worth using. Give me campus research grants. Paris, do something useful to the rest of the empire. Now, my God, go to Toronto. Or go to Jakarta. Go to Jakarta. Gonna have you kill that. And actually, Agra is going to repair the zoo. Because that musketman will just have fortify there, which I probably should have brought it into the city, but mostly I'm thinking of my forward advancement later down the road. Let us bombard submarine. Bombard submarine. Oh wow, it's a submarine fleet too. I'm getting sick and tired of Delhi's production ability. Let's because I can't kill the Admiral, let's actually see if we can get sight around this area. Or if I do lose the Admiral, for whatever reason, it's not going to affect my game whatsoever. And like I was saying earlier, I mean, we could have very easily done a Science Peaceful Victory, not done anything else, and I should move the Ironclad. And, you know, we could have very peacefully just continued the rest of the game, scienced out, or even probably cultured out with the raid. I mean, we could have gone and done either which one. The only victory we couldn't have done, obviously, is religion because we didn't found one. But it is important to note that we could do that. But frankly, I think, because, you know, at that point, the AI is not going to catch up. They have no hope. You know, using the army to go and attack them and take them out is just kind of a formality, really, and just shows a little bit of the ridiculousness. What I do like about Gandhi is at least there is some kind of resemblance of a kind of modern attack, but it's still not going to do him too much good. I am going to rest and repair that fleet. Now we got submarines. We might just bombard the submarine. Now, the question is, how much damage can we do to the city walls with just these three guys? Because we should take the effort of destroying that submarine. And plus, we do need a few turns for this musketman to get over and to be in the right position and everything like that. So, I do want to promote this guy, but I want to destroy the submarine more because if the submarine runs off, it's going to be annoying to try to find it again. Now, our fleet is again sailing in the opposite direction. This ironclad fleet, I believe, can move out, and we'll just move it with the settler, I guess. Memphis! Give me... just give me some normal battleships. That'll be fine. And these warriors will move out of the city, and we'll fortify those muskets there. This musketmen will move out of the city, and we'll fortify. We will build research labs in Sais. We will repair the arena in Agra. And let's actually get this musketman back into Agra itself. Now, once again, Patna can bombard the sub. Now, is it going to let us do it in a reasonable amount of time? Yes, yes, no. Alright, there we go. Now it works. Let's link that settler with there. Well, there's another submarine. Now, did they make the Ruhr Valley in Delhi? It doesn't look like they did. Which means this city over here is the one that stole that wonder from me, and that upsets me quite a lot. Whoa! Whoa! Our scouting frigate just took some damage. French frigate. Alright. And our privateer was destroyed by the city center. Yeah, well. Easy come and all that good stuff. We should really thank the Romans for reducing our unit maintenance. That's kind of that's the key takeaway that I'm getting from this. And we do already have sight on Rome, so bombard's going to be insanely easy from there. And they've got power plants going and everything like that, so the good news is we should be able to walk in. Now, for now, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this ironclad up here because it is perfectly fine Let's actually have the ironclad take out the frigate, and I should have left it right where it was. Alright, so if we have the settler on this tile with this guy, we can get sight on the city. Which is a very interesting side of things. I didn't expect to be able to get sight on this city like this with a settler. I didn't realize that was going in. But I guess a good interesting tidbit to know if you are looking to go that route. Not that it's going to end up mattering, because I'm still going to move in with these battleships and put them in range. I'm putting that one there because, quite simply, it has a promotion that we can heal through any damage that it takes this next turn, because I don't think we're going to kill the walls this turn. I think it'll be next turn that we kill the walls. Let's form with the battleship, and we'll skip the turn. And Brasilia, go to Jakarta. Why not? Musketman, I want you to go with that battleship. So I guess there's a city in here somewhere, and they're building another freaking India. Give me a research lab in Mendez. Give me a research lab in Akhatiden. And in Brasilia, give me something that I don't have to see for a long time. Okay, commercial hub investments, why not? I'll see you in 10 turns. Now here's the question. Do I go ahead and declare war against Spain and just say, you know, to heck with it, let's go? And we still can't make peace with the Black Queen. I'm thinking next turn we will very, very likely declare war on Spain, just because. Upgrade to a musketman, because I don't want that warrior around anymore. I mean, why is the warrior around, still defending Memphis? My unit still needs orders. Okay, so let's exit the escort formation, and you can actually move a lot farther away. Go back to the city, because I don't need the settler for anything that I know of, other than me. Maybe I should have used the vision trick with Barcelona. Huh? What got captured by France? My frigate was destroyed. Oh, they captured the settler. Whatever. They can have it back, for all I care. What are they going to do? Settle a city that I can take back? Yeah, that's what you get for having unescorted settlers. So I guess they took it and moved away. They took it and ran away very quickly. Well, the Indians are definitely trying to, you know. Aha! We stole a tech boost. And we stole nuclear fission. Excellent.
Our military is now trained in the way of combining 3 units into a single army.
Woo!
When they are preparing for war, those who rule by force speak most copiously.
I don't need to
about
do
peace
that.
until they have completed the mobilization.
Declare war of
process.
territorial expansion. Now, that's great. I'm going to keep this. I don't need the maintenance reduction. I have more gold than I know what to do with. I mean, you're borderline, it's getting borderline silly there. So for communism, let's look at the government advantages here. Government, change government. So democracy, 30% bonus yields from district projects, 20% bonus on unit, and fascism and communism is... I kind of like communism. I think I'm going to go communism. Yeah, let's go communism. I mean, you know, democracy has a lot of good stuff in it, but I find myself going communism an awful lot in Civ 6. I almost always went, the freedom ideology or things like that in previous games. Now, we are going to go ahead and put the musketman there, and hopefully something stupid like him dying doesn't happen. But just in case, I am going to go ahead and we haven't captured a single second iron mine, by the way, either. So that's very interesting in that case. I am going to... let's actually buy an AT crew in Ostia, because that's a little bit stronger, and it's still a melee unit, and it'll still be able to capture. So Abydos has completed the power plant, okay. Commercial hub investment? Battleship? Let's do commercial hub investment. And let's repair the zoo, because we're just, constantly, this thing is just losing its pillaging and everything back and forth. Okay, the ironclad fleet. Let's actually start moving the fleet around this way. I want to get sight over here. And I want to get my navy around to start bombarding Rome. We should be able to bombard from these tiles and then also from over there. The battleship fleet, I'm going to move and promote. And let's see, we want to actually... We stole the tech boost. But I actually want to... let's promote him. Yep, Technologist, that's awesome. Nanu. I almost forgot about Spain. Nope, I don't want to talk to Trajan, but I talk to France? Yeah, we can make peace. Give me your 2 cities. Will you give me all your gold per turn? Yes, gold. Will you give me all your gold per turn? Holy moly! Yep, they'll give me everything. So they've got 1 city left somewhere. Who cares where? They don't even have so much as a single strategic or luxury resource, which is awesome. And we're gonna get a ridiculous amount of gold from this. I mean, again, the ridiculous. Let's just get an embassy to see where she is. Want to declare friendship? This is too sudden to change, perhaps another time. Oh, Catherine. I'll see you in the next game. Better luck next time. Philip. What era is Philip actually in? Because Philip... let's take a look. Culture-wise... where is this guy? Okay, so he's in the industrial era in civics. And I'm in the modern era. So if I went to the atomic era in civics, I could declare an easier war on him. Or a colonial war, or whatever it may be. But science-wise, I'm, he is he's in the beginning of the industrial. I'm in the modern. I'm almost to the atomic era. So what I might do is, just to lessen up the warmonger penalty, I might just wait, all of 6 turns to get to the point where I can just declare a colonial war against him. And he can die that way. Now, let's form some cores. Let's wake you up, and let's form an army with you. Are you woken up? Come on. Huh. Alright, well, There's our army. Trader, go to Jakarta. And the musketmen, just fortify for now. Great Admiral, go find something useful to do. No. I thought I took all your gold from you. Where is their new capital, by the way? Oh, there it is. Wow. I might want to negotiate open borders with her. Because I believe this is an American town down here. And the thing that concerns me a little bit about America is that we're probably going to have to establish a forward base and then, launch something over that way and go from there. But I'm still just flabbergasted that Washington, like, had I been playing Washington and I had Washington start, I mean, I would have settled Mecca with this spot where Mecca is way earlier. I would have stacked the cities in way earlier. And I mean, overall, it just like at least Rome fit in as much as it could on this island. I mean, I've had island starts like this on Deity before, where I had an island that could fit basically 3 or 4 cities on it, and that's exactly what I did. And then I went over to expand down here, and Rome has lost a worker or something to us. We are going to keep the city. And Rome, we're just going to end up, frankly, we're just going to end up wiping off of the face of the earth. I mean, it's kind of what they've got coming towards them. To be perfectly honest. Now, you, and actually, can you get in range right? Oh, I should have done it with the other battleship. Yeah, this battleship, so that way we wouldn't have run out of movement, but whatever. We need to get these guys in position anyway. It's no big deal. We'll survive. Maybe you explore what Washington's got to offer. Did I build battleships? I did. Do we build another trader? Do we build a seaport? We build another battleship. Let's build more battleships. Battleships are doing well for us. Transfer to Seiss, because I think we can go somewhere more useful out of there. The Musketman Army, go back into Edfu and hang out. Musketman Corps, go there. Now, go ahead. Form a corps. And we've got actually quite a few submarines. Is that my submarine? No. Whose submarine is that? Is that a barbarian submarine? Really? Or do we just not know who? Okay, it's an Indian submarine. There we go. I was like, barbarians with submarines? Really? I can say that's new. I'm gonna stick to the encampment here with the AT crew. And I'm going to move our spot probably back. Let's send it back to. Let's actually send it back to Thebes, because there's not really anybody else that I care too much about. I mean, we're not really going to get much out of anyone else. Swinet. It takes you 5 turns to do a battleship. It takes you 12 turns to do a battleship armada. Let's do some more battleships. I'm having fun with that. You repair the watermill. And this city has the Oracle, the Forbidden Palace, which can we now... Let's look at our policies real quick. Huh. I guess if you steal the wonder that allows the extra policies from somebody, they keep the bonus for the whole game. I guess that's what's going on there. Because I should... Or I have to wait one more turn, one or the other. Or did I capture that last turn? I don't remember. But I should... If that's the case, that's interesting. But, you know, now that I have the Forbidden Palace, I should get an extra policy slot. I think an extra wildcard policy slot, actually, with the Forbidden Palace. Which, not that I exactly need it right now, but it would be fun. An extra policy slot, because this is the Great Raw Fleet, and the Great Raw Fleet deserves nothing but the best. The only point of hesitation I have in the Siege of Rome over here is that I don't want to take extra bombardment from this encampment. This encampment's being quite annoying in its placement. I mean, the AI placed it in an annoying spot. A good defensive spot. And I'm going to ignore Philip, because that is what people do. Now, I'm going to move that AT crew there, and I'll probably move him back next turn. I can hit it from there. Can we hit it from here? Yes. And you should be able to hit it from here. God, I almost don't want... You know what? Whatever. We're going to commit. We're going to go all the way. Because our battleship bombardment can't unlink. Exit the escort formation. Can't hit it anyway. And if we lose that settler for the same reasons that we lost the other settler, it's fine, because we have a backup settler in Iridium. So, if we need our forward settled position, we can do that. No problem. I wonder if that's what the Deity AI thinks when it's building these settlers and doesn't actually use them. It's like, hey, you know, we got a backup, whatever. It's all good. I wonder if it's that kind of like idleness that causes them to lose sleep. You move back into our encampment. We're actually... yeah, stay in the encampment, because it's much more annoying if that AT crew takes damage than if something else does. So... go to Salvador da Bahia, because we are not going to go to war with Brazil again for the foreseeable future, because they are completely irrelevant to us. But go ahead and build another trader. Edfu can build more battleships, because why not? We will start sending these battleships over to the Indian coast. That was their purpose originally, if you recall. And we can actually get a little bit closer. Let's bombard. Let's actually use the field cannon to kill the... field cannon's at least a lot easier to hit than the bombardment menu. Go to Kabul. And... how far away are we? We are like 4 turns away from being able to actually be a couple districts ahead of them. Now, we don't want to build any neighborhoods here because no, and let's build a battleship. Agra can destroy the catapult and repair the arena again. Or did it repair the zoo last time? I don't remember. Alright. Okay, so New York. So New York, I'm thinking, is going to be the first target for our invasion plans. When it comes to the Americans, anyway. Because that way we can do the same thing that we did over here, buy the unit, and move it over. So we won't need the settler. And we will do naval, coastal bombardments of Washington. That might actually... we can't hit it from this side. We can't hit it from this side, but we can hit it from the harbor side. So it's a little bit less. And whew, that battleship took a beating off of that round. let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, you know, we're probably gonna have to retreat it if we don't manage to do enough damage to Rome to wipe the Romans off of the face of the map. We will suffer a pretty decent sized penalty for destroying Rome outright. But again, the Romans started the Second Bapu War alongside India, so they deserve a little bit more than the French, who started the First Bapu War against with India against us. We can make seaside resorts now. Not that it matters.
Is the theater of the mind.
And we can make broadcast centers. Not that we have any, but we've got 2 turns to rocketry and 2 turns until we're actually able to produce a. We can start making spaceport districts, which we'll probably start doing. Because why not? We are the Kingdom of Ra, after all, and we can do such things. Get the settler defended. And, alright, now, can this AT crew... Oh, can you move into Rome? Did we kill Rome? I don't know. I think there's lag. Whoop, whoop, there it goes! Oh! Rome's dead.
Una salus victis, nullam sperare salutem.
And that is it for the Romans. So I guess we don't have to worry about the Romans inventing genes, because they are hopelessly outmatched. We will go ahead and heal that battleship in that territory in our preparation of our eventual war with America, who we will go ahead and denounce because... I mean, holy crap, how have they not denounced... I mean, I don't think they've denounced us yet because we were once allies, but, jeez. Negative 276 warmongering penalty. Teddy's very angry at us for the denouncing. Alright, so, let's take a look. Gandhi. Negative 276, negative 18... Is it just me, or does Pedro have a smile on his face ever so slightly? Maybe maybe the burdens of he's relieved to be. No, see, look, he's happy to let us make an embassy in his capital. Maybe he's relieved from the fact that he doesn't have to run an empire anymore. That he can just manage a city and he can just do whatever, and he can blame the rest of the world's problems on us. We are still allied with Saladin, and I think this might actually be the thing that stops us from being able to win domination before science, because we can't seem to get out of this. I hope this alliance expires soon, because I mean, Saladin's been one of our most loyal friends this entire game, so I almost hate to go to war with the guy, but if it's for the unity of the world, I feel like we've got to do it. Now, I think this is as good as any place to make a cut. We have conquered Rome, we have conquered France, we have conquered Brazil, we have our navy sitting outside of Spain, and we have new, freshly minted battleships being built for the specific purposes of knocking Gandhi out. So let's take a quick look at our score. Now, of course, science 40 research tech. Pedro is behind us by only 3 techs, even though they've only gotten 35 science per turn. Saladin is finally catching up now that all these other people have been severely hamstrung. Culture-wise, Teddy is in first at 270 tourism per turn. Just in the very recent future, his tourism is more than doubled. He was at 119 tourism, and now he's at 270, so that is a little bit alarming. Thank God we're going to war with him next, because, even though right now we still have some time before he does actually wins via tourism, but that's not okay. Our military is just growing stronger and stronger and stronger. Last time we looked at the score, we had 2,000 military strength. Now we have 2,500, and nobody else is even close. So let's take a look at our score. We are at 611, America at 308. India, even though we've conquered almost half of their empire in the past, is still at 278. Arabia at 293, and these are the closest people even on the deity AI level. So we have this game for sure in the bag. It's just a matter of, formalizing it and finishing it. So we will see you in the next episode. Take care until then.